This is Caitlin. Thank you so much for joining me today in the practice of Yoga Nidra, or yogic sleep. Leonard Bernstein once noted, one does one's best work as a composer lying down, and presumably asleep, to all appearances anyway. And if one is lucky, it's that exact trance-like state between consciousness and unconsciousness, which is the ideal state in which ideas arise from that bottomless pit. That trance-like state Bernstein refers to is the exact state to which we are guided through the practice of Yoga Nidra. And while not everyone is a music composer, we are all, each of us, the composer of our own life. We compose our inner melody every day through the thoughts we create, the beliefs we hold, resulting in our own personal composition, our life's work. And just as a composer can discover a musical melody in that beautiful state, so too can we discover our inner melody, the soundtrack of our lives, by tuning into the body and listening deeply to its innate wisdom. Settling in now for our practice, getting into our cozy Yoga Nidra cocoon, whether that's lying down on your back, or perhaps on your side, or even in a prone position on your belly. Gathering any props to make yourself feel completely comfortable and supported throughout the practice. You might like a pillow beneath your head, or one under your knees. You might like a blanket to keep you warm, or an eye mask to block out any light. Taking a moment for any final movements that will let you become even just 1% more comfortable. Taking an inhale now through the nose, another sip in, and exhaling all the way out through the mouth. Inhaling in through the nose, one more sip of air, and exhaling all the way out. And one more time, inhale through the nose, taking another sip of air in, and exhaling out through the mouth. Bringing awareness to your feet now, inviting some gentle contraction in the feet, curling the toes, flexing the arches, holding for a brief pause, and then relax, release, letting everything go. Moving up to the lower legs, calves and shins, bringing some slight tension into the muscles of the calves, holding for a brief second, and then relaxing, releasing, letting go. Bringing some constriction to the upper legs, hips and glutes, squeezing the muscles, holding for a brief pause, and then relaxing, releasing, letting go. Moving to the abdomen and chest, finding that gentle constriction of muscles in the core, holding for a brief moment before relaxing, releasing, letting go. Bringing that tension into the hands, perhaps curling them into fists, the forearms, gently constricting, and then relax, release, let go. Moving to the upper arms and shoulders, maybe squeezing the shoulder blades together for a brief moment before relaxing, releasing, letting go. And then moving into the face and the jaw, if that feels comfortable for you today. Maybe furrowing the eyebrows, squeezing the forehead, and then relax, release, let go. Bringing that constriction into the whole body now. Toes, curls, fingers clenched, shoulders squeezing, and then relax, release, let go. And one more time, bringing that slight tension into the whole body, squeezing muscles, holding for a brief second, and then relax, release, let go, sinking further into the ground beneath you. And we'll take an inhale in and then exhale out on a hum. Inhaling in and exhale out on a hum. Feeling the vibrations in the resonating areas in your body as you inhale one more time and exhale out on a hum. Gently stimulating the vagus nerve, sending signals to your nervous system that you are safe. Taking a moment to tune into the sounds around you, listening and taking in the sounds around you, whether they are inside the four corners of your room or outside those walls. Can you tune in to whatever sounds you hear around you, knowing that each and every sound you hear, including the sound of my voice, only takes you deeper inward into that beautiful state of consciousness between waking and sleep. Tuning into your heart space now as you connect with your sankalpa, your intention, your heart's desire. You may be working with a sankalpa already, or you may wish to connect with the following today. I am listening deeply now. I am listening deeply now. Repeating your sankalpa in your mind 3 times now. Beginning to bring gentle awareness to the sensations in your body now. Tuning into the sensations in the body, following the guidance of my voice. Starting with the mouth. Can you bring awareness to the sensations within your mouth? The tip of the tongue, root of the tongue, the upper lip and lower lip, inside the right nostril, inside the left nostril, the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyebrow, temple, cheek, the right eye, moving to the left eyebrow, temple, cheek, the left eye, the crown of the head, back of the head, the left ear, tuning into the sensations of the left ear, the right ear, tuning into the sensations of the right ear, the neck, sides of the neck, back of the neck, the throat, the right side of the chest, the right shoulder, upper arm, forearm, the palm of the hand, the right thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, moving back up to the left side of the chest, the left shoulder, upper arm, forearm, the palm of the hand, the left thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, the sternum, navel, lower belly, the right hip, upper leg, lower leg, the sole of the foot, the tips of the toes, moving back up to the left hip, upper leg, lower leg, the sole of the foot, the tips of the toes, the whole front body now, tuning into the sensations of the whole front body, the back of the body, tuning into the sensations in the back of the body, the whole body now. Can you bring awareness to the sensations in the whole body? Beginning to tune into your breath now, noticing the natural, easy breath in the body, not trying to change or fix anything, just noticing. And perhaps you can visualize the diaphragm gently contracting down, creating space for the rib cage and lungs to expand before it gently rises back up into place and the rib cage and lungs soften back into their natural resting place. That natural, easy breath in the body, where the diaphragm contracts down and then gently rises back into place. And could you begin to visualize now that on your next inhale, you inhale from the crown of the head all the way down and exhale out the soles of the feet. Inhaling in through the soles of the feet, all the way up to the crown of the head, exhaling out into the vast open sky. And inhaling from the sky all the way down through the body, exhaling out the soles of the feet into the ground of the earth. Inhaling from the roots of the earth all the way up to the crown of the head, and exhaling out into the sky. Inhaling in from the sky all the way down the body, exhaling out into the earth. Continuing this breath pattern on your own now for a few more rounds. At your own time, at your own pace. And could you begin now to invite a buzzing sensation throughout your whole body, bringing a gentle buzzing sensation throughout the whole body. And could you begin to now welcome stillness in the body? Soft, smooth stillness throughout the whole body. And could you welcome in that buzzing sensation again, tingling throughout the whole body, a soft buzzing sensation. Welcoming back in stillness to the body, smooth stillness throughout the entirety of the body. And could you begin now to welcome both sensations at the same time, both buzzing and stillness in the body. And letting that go, begin now to invite an imaginary place or memory to surface, a place where you feel completely relaxed, at ease, and safe, your inner refuge. Taking your time, allowing it to surface naturally. It could be a place known to you, or somewhere you have never been. Perhaps it is on the shores of a sandy beach, or in the midst of a field of ripe red strawberries ready to be picked. Or perhaps you are curled up in a cozy armchair in front of a warm fire. And once you have settled into your inner refuge, begin to see or sense somewhere in the space a cello. And as that cello begins to play a melody, can you tune in to its its warm, rich, soulful sound. Beginning to notice if the tempo of the melody is fast or slow. Is the music loud or soft? Do you sense the rhythmic, percussive strings of the cello being plucked in pizzicato style? Or is it a gentle, constant tremolo, shivering, vibrating, pulsing, with rapid up and down movements of the bow across the strings? Or perhaps the bow is in continuous motion, a long legato line, smooth and flowing, connecting the transitions between each note. And whatever melody you are hearing, could you begin to play with it now, allowing it to subtly shift and change? Perhaps the volume dials up from a quiet piano to a loud forte and back down again, crescendoing and decrescendoing from quiet to loud, loud to quiet. Or perhaps the tempo alters from a fast, quick allegro to a moderate andante walking pace, or maybe shifting into a slow, easy adagio, taking a few moments now to experiment with all the ways your melody can morph and change. And once the exploration of your melody feels complete, can you shrink down your cello so that it is tiny, and taking that tiny cello in the palm of your hand, gently placing it somewhere inside you in the body. Perhaps you place it in your heart space, in your throat, or in your belly, trusting that wherever you place your cello is the right choice for you. And once you've placed your cello somewhere in the body, you can now simply drift off into the ether for the next minute, floating high above the clouds as my voice goes offline. Returning now to your sankalpa, your intention, your heart's desire. Repeating it 3 times in your mind, planting it here like a single starting note that will bloom and grow into a beautiful symphony. I am listening deeply now. Gently beginning to return to the physical outline and shape of your body. Beginning to feel the earth beneath you. Welcoming back in the sounds of the space around you. And as you gently move back into the body, you may wish to invite some tiny movements here. Wiggling fingers and toes. Perhaps stretching your arms overhead before gently rolling over to your favorite side if that is accessible to you. Taking a few moments here to seal in your practice. Coming up to seated at your own time, at your own pace. Perhaps giving yourself a gentle hug, proud of yourself for showing up and carving out time for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. If this resonated with you, please take a moment to like, subscribe, or leave a comment on this video, and let me know how you're feeling after this practice. If there's any particular intention or theme you'd like to see in future recordings, I'd love to hear that too. And if the thought of asking for what you need feels activating in your system, I invite you to use this space to practice. And please know that I'd love to co-create something special together for our community.